Jerry O'Connell, one of my oldest friends.
Thanks
I
for
love
everything,
you, buddy.
Jay. Thanks
Mohr
for all the
Stories.
inspo.
Hit subscribe. Do us a favor. Hit subscribe.
Yeah.
Tell some friends. We're back, baby. Joe, where are you performing next? We're out of time. Jerry Maguire completely changed our lives.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I was like, man, Jay, look, Tom has his own, like, chef and stuff, and we're just stuck with, like, P.F. Chang's over here. And Jay walked right up to Tom Cruise, and he was like, hey, what do you got here? What is this? What do you got? And he's like, oh, it's some like vegetables and chicken. And he was like, I want some of this. And Jay, do you recall his chef would make you a meal?
I don't remember any of this.
His chef would make Tom a meal and Jay a meal. And I couldn't believe that Jay, like, when Jay walked up to Tom Cruise and said, like, hey, what is this? What are you eating? Like, what are you doing?
Oh, look who's got his own chef, Mr. Big Shot.
I'm sure that's exactly what you said. And I was like, oh my God, he's going to get fired. What are you doing? And immedially Tom Cruise wanted to talk about, he was like, oh, I'm having chicken. I'm trying to stay off of carbs. I'm trying to get in shape before you want, my chef is here. Do you want anything? And then I think I watched you guys go into his trailer.
Yeah.
And not only that, then we're working on the movie. I would come there. You would, without asking, go into his trailer, get a jump rope. Do you remember any of this?
No, I asked. I'm not crazy.
Jay, you were at a point in that filming
it's not
where you would get exercise equipment in his trailer.
Well, then he had definitely made it very clear to me, whenever you want, you can go pull the jump rope out of the trailer.
I know. And I had...
Bro, Nicole Kidman's in there. Of course I'm going in. Like, you nuts? Oh, hi, I'm just grabbing the jump rope. Just waiting for her to go, why don't you stick around?
But, Jay, it really is...
Tom's on set. I made some apple martinis. You want to hang out a little bit? Oh, sure.
You know, getting back to what an inspiration...
God, what a beautiful woman.
I just want to talk about knowing Jay back in those days, though. Jay, it was so much fun because... It was so fun knowing a young stand-up comic, too, because... Jay would just be at the Boston Comedy Cellar, the Boston Comedy Club.
Yeah, Cellar was down the street, yeah.
Boston Comedy Club every night, and you would just go sit there till 2 a.m. sometimes and just watch Jay go up every 40 minutes and just not have any material, but just work something out. And it was such an exciting time knowing you and Neal Brennan and Mike DiNicola. Dave Chappelle,
Dane Cook,
Louis
Bill
C.K.,
Burr, Louis C.K., Dave Attell, Colin Quinn. It was crazy.
It was crazy, and
it's
really
like Malcolm Gladwell could write an entire book about that, how fertile that soil was. Like, he's got Outliers and the 10,000 Hours, and all the Olympic athletes are born in January and February because they advance.
Right.
Like, of course we all made it. Well, like, all we did, like, and literally we all made it. Some way, shape, or form. Like, the lowest guy on the totem pole is somehow has made it.
And it was just such a creative place to watch. And we're talking, these guys are getting up on a Tuesday night in front of 5 really drunk people, 3 of which may be asleep. And it was still really...
They used to have... God, sorry, I keep interrupting you.
It was just...
excited.
You can interrupt. It was really fun to watch.
They would just let people in for free. There was no cover charge. So, like, Frosty and Jason Steinberg, Neal Brennan was a barker, Timothy Olyphant was a barker out on the sidewalk way before Deadwood. Jesus, when he was still a USC swimmer. And one guy comes on stage, Dane Cook's on stage, there's like 4 people. A 5th guy comes in, he's holding grocery bags, like brown paper bags of groceries. He sits down, makes a big production, puts the bags down and crosses his arms. And Dane Cook goes, "You all right?" He goes, "You better be funny. There's ice cream in here." He had ice cream. He's like, "You better be funny. I got ice cream in here." Like, don't you see other guys out there in the world with their like fatso wives holding wine, and you're like, ugh. Like, every night you got to lay next to this pig.
we don't judge people physically.
Shut up,
Elefante,
cute monkey. I'm asking, aren't you glad you have a hot wife?
Let me put it this way. I am amazed that I am with such an attractive woman. I do consider myself very
uncross your arms and relax. Very negative body language. Where'd those Zins go?
My
Where'd he put where's that?
my arms were crossed. If anyone's listening to this, my arms were crossed.
They're watching. We're on YouTube right now. It's live. No, look. Show him the screen. Can you put it up here?
I'm sure.
He doesn't believe. This one's out.
Oh, really? Even the part I said about the story about the
all the racist stuff stays in. Anti-Semitism. So tell me about the Diddy party. No, I'm sorry. Epstein Island was like, because I don't need to be the alpha. I like being number 2. And in my marriage, let me tell you something. You marry Jeanie, and it's like you go from Batman to Robin pretty quickly, and you that's not a role you can have if you need to be alpha.
Yeah.
Like when I walk with Jeanie down the street, nobody sees me. I'm completely invisible.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, Jeanie Boss.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love walking with her on a red carpet, and I get to just support her and rub her back as she does interview after interview.
Right.
You and I both know how terrible that is.
Right.
And then this, and then this, and then you talk to this guy. And then
Yeah.
there's the weird student with bad breath and smudged glasses holding a tape recorder up to your face.
Right. I have a I mean, my wife is I'd say significantly more successful than me, and I know what that's like, and
Yeah.
I'm my wife is, you know, in X-Men, Star Trek, arguably it's so funny having the best year of her career, and my wife is a woman of a particular age. I'm so stoked for her, you know. It's really fun.
If you were a fighter, what would your walk-up music be?
Something yacht rocky.
Does anybody come up to Yacht Rock?
Shine, sweet freedom.
Michael McDonald.
Shine the light on me.
I'm freezing cold. It was one of my first bits in high school.
Oh, really?
Michael McDonald. It was Running Scared, Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines. And that was the soundtrack. And I go, Michael McDonald always sounds like he's freezing. He's like, ooh, try sweet freedom.
Yeah.
Turn the heat on, please.
Yeah.
I'm freezing cold.
There's that really
Fucking
funny.
16 singing Michael McDonald.
There's that really funny SCTV sketch.
Oh my God!
Where the dude runs in right at the.
Rick Moranis was low key the real genius of the
Yeah.
whole operation when he just keeps running in to do the back vocals on that track.
I co-hosted with her, and Kelly Ripa said, "Hey, you should continue. You should do this. You're good at it." I had babies at home at the time, and like, you can't tell from Mohr Stories, but I was funny, you know. And I was like, "Listen, Kelly, I'm on Broadway. I'm a real actor."
What were you doing on Broadway?
A show called Seminar with Alan Rickman. Awesome show.
Wow.
God rest his soul. Jesus.
Terrifying?
No.
Broadway's not terrifying?
No.
I'm terrified to do it.
You would be great. You would do great in Glengarry, man. I play that song right now.
But right now it's Bill Burr, okay? Like I give a shit, you know? So what? The leads are shit, you know? I got the stupid leads. Shelley Levine, the machine.
Yeah.
Like I give a shit. Who was the guest when you did Kelly?
I don't even remember. I was the guest host.
I'll never forget who the guest was.
Oh.
It was Annabella Sciorra. She had just turned 40.
Wow.
And when that bitch turned the corner, I was like, that's all I've ever wanted in a woman.
Wow.
I've never seen a more perfect specimen in my life. Just turned the corner, and I was like, oh my. It was one of those like,
yeah, it's a very attractive woman, beautiful woman, great actress.
And then her in The Sopranos when she's like the crazy one.
Very good. Really funny too.
Like
when
I could fix her.
I love that scene. I'm sorry to talk about The Sopranos here, but I love that scene where the guy takes the Mercedes for a test drive, and then he pulls out a gun and he goes, leave Tony Soprano alone. It's great. It's so funny. I could watch. Honestly, like for me, Instagram is just about Sopranos clips coming into my phone. The one where he tells AJ, where AJ's crying about his son is crying about breaking up with a girl at school, and Tony Soprano has to sit down with him and go, "These fucking women, they fucking ruined you. They fucking ruined you,
fucking Christ."
And there was a bill that at one point was put in front of my brother and I. And this was, I'm talking hundreds of people at an after party, and I'm talking the Chris. The Chris was out. The Cristal. And
the Chris Walken at the Diddy Party.
No, he wasn't there. He wasn't there.
Well, as much as you know, I was up top in the back hanging upside down like a bat.
But I remember saying, I can't be responsible for this bill. And
Jerry's
someone
always been a very Even like in like street fights about to break out, Jerry talks like he's in a boardroom.
Well,
Like,
Jay,
hey guys, why don't we all just settle down and maybe go play some ping pong?
That's a funny. Do you recall the origins of that?
We were at Peggy Sue's,
Which is a bar in New York.
and I was about to throw with somebody.
Yes,
Was it Anthony Michael Hall?
it was someone who was there. I don't want to start any old beefs or anything.
And it was like, come on, let's go. No, let's go. And
It was,
Jerry's
it
like,
was-
guys, why don't we all just go play ping pong?
It was in the small
The
stairwell leading up
My
to
favorite.
that
I'm
place,
a wrestler. I like tight spaces.
which was a frightening place to have an argument. And you were both large men, and you were both
So it wasn't Anthony Michael Hall.
No, he was huge then.
Oh yeah.
you were both large men, and it was going to happen.
Yeah.
In this tight space, it was something out of like a Hong Kong.
Like a Guy Ritchie movie.
Yeah, like one of those old boy like movie, you know. And
I don't know that reference.
oh man,
But keep going with it. Don't get
it's-
sidetracked.
It's I'm not gonna get sidetracked.
And Jerry's solution in the middle of like this chaotic 8-person fist fight was in the middle, like, guys, why don't we all just go play some ping pong?
That's what I said.
By the way, there's no ping pong table at the nightclub.
Who wants to get dunked on by my brother?
No, we would go to a ping pong club.
If Charlie was there, I would have been doubly aggressive because Charlie's an animal. I would not want Charlie to swing on me.
Yeah, but
We used to go to this place on 23rd or 25th, and it was like all Asian mafia. It was like 50 ping pong tables and a very good jukebox.
Yeah.
And it was like Asian mob and the really cool Japanese guys with like Ron Wood from the Stones hair.
Yeah.
And then me, Jerry O'Connell, and like a fourth. I mean, me, Jerry, Mike DiNicola, and a fourth.
Yeah.
And we would stay there all fucking night just playing like the Rolling Stones, Some Girls, start to finish.
Yeah. Let me just also talk about knowing Jay back in those days. It was so exciting for me, Jay.
And you kept your eyes to yourself.